Have you ever looked at your phone and wondered how the battery works? Most batteries are small, but Tesla makes batteries that are huge. They are as big as a soda can, and they build thousands of them every single day. We are standing in front of Giga Texas. It is one of the biggest buildings in the world. Inside, there are almost no people. It is a city of robots. These robots are building the 4680 cell. That is a fancy name for the best battery ever made. But there is a secret. Before these batteries are made, they start as a powder. Most factories use a wet, smelly soup to make batteries. Tesla doesn't. They use a secret dry powder. But how do you turn dry powder into a battery? If you use a liquid, it's easy. But if you keep it dry, it's almost impossible. Or is it? Step 1. The magic black powder. In old factories, workers mix chemicals with a toxic liquid. It looks like black mud. They spread this mud on long sheets of metal. Then, they have to dry it in giant ovens. These ovens are as long as a football field. They use a lot of power. They take up a lot of space. Tesla said, no more mud. They bought a secret company. They learned how to take the dry powder and squish it. They mix the powder with a special glue. This glue is like tiny nets. These nets catch the powder. It is like making a giant fruit roll up, but with electricity. Because they don't use liquid, they don't need the giant ovens. They saved so much space that they could fit 3 factories inside of one. The powder is ready, but now it has to be squeezed. If the robots squeeze too hard, the machine breaks. If they don't squeeze enough, the battery won't work. How do they get it perfect? Step 2. The giant squeeze. Imagine a machine with giant metal rollers. These rollers are heavier than an elephant. They spin very fast. The robots feed the black powder into these rollers. The rollers press the powder onto a thin sheet of foil. The foil is made of copper or aluminum. It is thinner than a hair on your head. The robots have to be very careful. If the sheet is even a tiny bit too thick, the battery might explode later. Tesla uses AI eyes to watch the sheet. These are special cameras that can see things humans can't. They check the sheet 1,000 times every second. If they see a tiny bump, the robot fixes it instantly. This is the Cadillac of battery making. Everything is perfect. The sheets are finished. They are long and shiny. But how do you fit a 100-foot sheet of metal inside a small can? The robots have a trick that will make your head spin. Step 3. The jelly roll. Now, the robots take 2 sheets. One is the plus side, and one is the minus side. They put a plastic separator in the middle. This stops them from touching. If they touch, they spark. A robot arm grabs the end of the sheets. It spins them around and around. It looks like a jelly roll or a cinnamon bun. In the old days, this was slow, but these robots spin so fast you can't even see them move. Wait, there is a huge problem. Most batteries have a little metal tab on top to let the power out, but that tab is like a tiny door. When a lot of people try to go through a tiny door, it gets crowded and hot. That is why your phone gets warm when you play games. Tesla did something shocking. They got rid of the tab. But if there is no tab, how does the electricity get out? The answer is hidden in the spiral. Step 4. The tabless miracle. Instead of one tiny tab, Tesla uses the whole edge of the metal sheet. They fold the edge over like the pages of a book. This is called a tabless design. Now the electricity doesn't have to wait for a tiny door. It can flow out of the whole top of the battery. It is like changing a tiny straw into a giant water pipe. This means the battery stays cool. It also means the car can charge up super fast. You can plug it in, grab a snack, and be ready to go. The robots then take this jelly roll and push it into a hard steel can. This can is very strong. You could run over it with a truck and it wouldn't break. Step 5. The robot ballet assembly. Once the rolls are in the cans, the robot ballet starts. This is the most beautiful part of the factory. There are thousands of orange robot arms. They move in perfect time. One robot puts a cap on the can. Another robot welds the cap shut with a laser. This laser is hotter than the surface of the sun. It seals the battery forever so nothing can leak out. Then, they fill the can with a special liquid called electrolyte. This liquid helps the electricity move around inside. Once the liquid is in, the robots seal the hole. The battery is alive. The batteries are done, but they aren't in the car yet. Most cars have a separate box for the batteries. Tesla does something different. They make the batteries become the car. Step 6. The magic pink foam. This is the part everyone talks about. Tesla takes thousands of these soda can batteries. They put them into a giant honeycomb tray, but they don't just sit there. The robots spray a magic pink foam all over them. Why pink? It's just the color of the glue, but it looks like bubblegum. This foam does two things. It keeps the batteries at the perfect temperature. It dries as hard as a rock. Once the foam is hard, the battery pack is the strongest part of the car. It is so strong that Tesla doesn't even need a floor for the car anymore. They just bolt the seats directly onto the battery. This is called a structural pack. It makes the car lighter and safer. If you get into a crash, that pink foam and those steel cans protect you like a shield. The AI eye check. Before the battery pack leaves the factory, it has to pass the test of fire. Not real fire, but a computer test. An AI brain talks to the battery pack. It asks, "Are you healthy? Can you hold power?" The pack answers in code. If even one battery out of thousands is sad or weak, the robots take the whole pack away. Only the perfect ones make it to the cars. We have seen the powder, the rollers, and the pink foam. But who is managing all these robots? Is it a human? No. It is a new kind of robot that walks on two legs. The final secret. Optimus. As we walk toward the exit, we see something strange. A robot that looks like a human is moving boxes. This is Optimus. While the big orange arms do the heavy work, Optimus does the tricky work. He can pick up small parts that the big robots can't see. He uses his own brain to learn. Every day, he gets better at his job. He is the final piece of the alien dreadnought. Tesla is building a factory that builds itself. It is a world where machines make life better for everyone. So there you have it. That is how a Tesla battery is made. It starts as a simple black powder. It gets squeezed by giants. It gets rolled into a jelly roll. And it gets turned into a super strong floor with pink foam. This isn't just a battery. It is a piece of the future. It helps us stop using gas. It helps us keep the air clean. And it is all done by robots in a secret factory in Texas. Did you know batteries were made with pink foam? It sounds crazy, right? What was your favorite part of the tour? Tell me in the comments. If you want to see more secret factory tours, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We have many more hidden stories to show you. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.